Carolina. I went to Wilson High School, graduated in '03, and I am an alumnus of South Carolina State University. Name of my business, Addie's Baby. Well, we started out as Addie's Baby Art and Design Studio, but now we're changing it to Addie's Baby Paint and Wine Studio. Well, yeah, every time before I get up, I always tell the customers, the story goes, Addie was my mother and I'm her baby, Winter. So my mom used to call me her baby all the time, and I just thought it was nice to name it after her, because she loved the arts as well too. She was more crafty. But what we do is we get up in front of a crowd of people and we teach you step by step the beginning of how to create a painting. Either it's from sketch, a basic sketch on the canvas, or by freehand. With the brush. You get all your materials when you come here, your canvas, brushes, flat tip, round brush, whatever brush you need in order to create the art piece. The paints, cover-ups, aprons, everything. And then plus we also include complimentary wine, which is we just do Moscato. But guests are allowed to bring their own wine, whatever their favorite wine is, they bring it, whatever helps them get into the artistic mood. We're located at 290 West Evans Street in the historical part of downtown Florence, right across from Jabali Law Firm, around the corner of Coit and Evans, right at the light. A little history about me, I've been drawing since I was in first grade, so I became kind of obsessed with the fact of trying to draw something exactly like how I see it. So it grew from there to doing still life and, drawing different things I saw around, how I saw things outside. And my teachers picked up on that and they put me in, special classes like Horizon program, and I did AP Art in high school with Ms. Welker, and I continued that on to college. First when I wanted to do the art business in general, I had, my uncle was kind of like, oh, our family was kind of like, oh, you're not going to make any money in that, but regardless of that, I still did it. So I went to school and I minored in art, majored in graphic design, so that's where the graphic design aspect came from. So from there on, I graduated from college. It was kind of hard to find a job, so I actually didn't jump into my field until probably 2 years later, where I was a graphic designer at a sign shop. But then that job ended because that business closed down, and I just went into the retail management world. Product manager at Victoria's Secret. I learned a lot of stuff about visuals and how to set up things retail wise and how to sell to customer service. So that actually helped with me with the branding of my business. I really missed my art and I really wanted to do my own thing. So one of the discussions I had with my mom was, Mom, I wanted to step down and start my business. They probably do like at an office, because I felt like while I was freelancing graphic design, I had enough clientele where I could at least, pay for an office so my customers can meet. Because it kind of got annoying meeting at the mall and things like that, So I wanted to kind of take it up a notch and kind of invest in myself and actually spend out some money and get an office for that. And she just told me to do my thing, whatever worked, just pray about it, and I did. And next thing you know, while I was at the job I was at, district manager came in and told me that I was laid off because they were cutting for jobs, and I took it as a sign that it was my time to go ahead and do what I said I was going to do. So I did it, found a great space that was affordable, planned the grand opening, and and that was that. And the way how we got into the paint and wine business was when we started offering the art classes. We started adding the wine along with the step-by-step teaching. The classes just kind of grew. So 1 month I had 2 classes. Next month went to 5 classes, and then the next month it just grew to 5 classes and private parties. So I just thought it was fitting just to do that. Well, the paint and wine, I just thought it would be like a good fit. Like I've been to a couple of them and I've experienced some of them, and I just thought, looking at my space, even though I was doing the graphics, it was a still big enough space where people could come and actually learn, certain things of how to do art, especially with painting. So, I just incorporated the wine and, found a couple of easy things that I thought the customers knew how to do. And we just did it step by step, and I just thought the concept just kind of just worked for us, because we were already doing art and teaching art, so I just decided to add the aspect of wine with it. The way how our classes work, we actually teach step by step. Actually, you go to our website, addiesbabystudio.com. You can either sign up, pay for your seat in advance there, or you can give us a call. Our number is 843-229, the 5862 number. Text your names to RSVP. When you walk in, we check you in. First things first, grab a glass of wine, and we kind of socialize and mingle with everyone in the class. And then we'll get the class started around 15 minutes after call time. I kind of introduce the business, go step by step on what we're getting ready to do, talk about the paint and the materials that we're using, and then we dig right on into the first step. And then right after each class, we always do one big class photo, which is always fun, which is really good for us. We post it on our website. So they think of it as a relaxation period, time where they can kind of just get away. Our customers are mostly moms. They either stay at home or working mothers, young professionals, teachers, nurses, lawyers, whoever everyone. And they just kind of see it as an escape where they could just come and just enjoy themselves and just, talk about whatever they want to talk about in an adult setting. I just thought it would be cool if we could take what we do inside the studio to other locations. So what we do is we network with different restaurants. Like right now we're networking with Redbone Alley to do something with them. We went to the Country Club in Florence. We've done stuff there. Rebel Pie, Burger Bar. We travel to them and we set up in their private party room or wherever area that they have that's open, and customers can actually sign up, but they're going to be painting at that location. Just cover the tables, and we do the exact same thing, but they get to enjoy, eating and drinking, or whatever they want to do while we're teaching a lesson. So what you do is the exact same thing. You will go to the website, you will sign up for On Wheels. You can text our text number 229-6852. Yeah, 6852. And when you text that, you send us your names, and then what you'll do is you'll just check in at the door. Somebody will be there to greet you. Check in. Usually we want to give you 15 to 20 minutes of time to place an order if you're eating or getting the appetizer or placing a drink order. Give you opportunity to do that, and then just like what we do at the studio, we start teaching step by step, and then at the end of everything, we take one big photo. They like it, especially since they get to go to their favorite restaurants. For On Wheels, we only go to other small businesses. That gives them, our customers, the opportunity to try something new, to advertise and get their name out there, and then it gives us opportunity to get our name out there as well with their, customers that's in their building at the same time. Yeah, a lot of customers feel like it's a good opportunity to, try the food if we're at a location that they've never been to, or just to do something different in a different atmosphere while eating. As of right now, we only do the paint and wine, and we travel. We also offer kids classes as well too, and mentorships to creative students that are either majoring in something creative in college, or and internships as well too. Body painting, I just thought it was something different, some different thing to paint on the actual body as opposed to the canvas. It's mostly done up north and not around, around our area. So I just wanted to just kind of go for it and go out there and do something different. The biggest one we work with celebrity PR Trey Davenport, Ernest Jackson, Trey Davenport. We did the Charlie Baltimore piece with her. We worked on her new Hard to Kill. The Hard to Kill, everything as far as the marketing posters and the CD cover. We did all of that for them, for B&B Records. And I've done other stuff like Swag Lounge. I did that with her, and it included people such as like Delicious, DJ Baby Drew of Love and Hip Hop. The Game was one of the guests there. Christina Milian as well too. So yeah, we've got worked with a couple of people. Kind of humble, still humble and blessed about it. I get to do art anytime I want to, and literally anytime I want to. Like, um, I guess it's the freedom to create as opposed to working, the 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with anyone that works a 9 to 5 because I've been there and done that. But, as far as working a 9 to 5, it used to leave me drained to the point where, even when I did have my creative projects like with graphic design, I didn't have time because I was so tired working for somebody else. I didn't have time to put in for, my own thing that I was doing. So I'm just blessed and I'm just happy that I'm able to do something that I love 24 hours of the day. I eat, I sleep, I breathe this. I get up in the morning, I don't really sleep as much. All I think about is new ways how we can promote, new people, how we can reach, visuals, keeping things up to date. That stuff is fun for me. People look at me and they say, "Oh, you're constantly working." Like, I don't see this as work. I see this as something that's fun to do. That's what I love most about it. I think what it is you need some type of creative. I think every small town needs some place where there's creative or arts somewhere. That's what keeps the city alive. With different people with different ideas, being creative. Doing some things that are fun, open-minded. I feel like it helps people to be a little bit more open-minded as well too. And a lot of times I appreciate some of the customers that's never painted before. They end up actually doing a really good job on their canvas, and they end up finding new things about themselves through the art. I just think it's something that every small town, they need some type of creative expression there that people can relate to. I think you should come. Because it's fun, you get to have a good time, you get to do something different while learning something. If you've never done it before, you get an opportunity to do something new. It's relaxing. There's no pressure here. We don't judge you. Whatever you come out on canvas, we jump in and we help you. It's just something that's just fun and different to do, as opposed to, going out to the club or just going to the restaurant or, it's just a different atmosphere as well, too. So that's why I would say I would want you to come out and take a class and check it out. Maybe learn something new about yourself. Well, actually, what I do want for us, I'm looking for us to do is expand in different areas, but in other small town areas that are in a phase of revitalization for like their downtown area. I'm looking at a couple of places, and I do want to open up at least 2 more in different areas and spots. Yeah, and bring in more artists. And I'm looking to bring in more college kids, that are looking for the experience of teaching. So, that's where I see us going. I guess sometimes when you're doing something creative or something that nobody understands or they don't get it, you can't look at that. You have to keep going. And you have to prove people wrong, especially in a small town. That's something I've been kind of fighting a little bit with as well too. Living in a small area, people are kind of used to things, and they're kind of used to the way how things work. So when you have a new idea coming into the atmosphere, people are either questioning or don't know if it's going to work or not, or why is it even here. Regardless of that, you just have to just keep pushing and keep, never give up and stay consistent. Consistency is key. That's what really got us to the point where we are. Regardless of the times, when we were doing our first classes, a couple of them within the first year, sometimes I only had 3 or 2 people show up. Like, that didn't even stop me. I still remained consistent. I still promoted. I still acted as if, even if I had a class where no one showed up, I didn't care. Like, I kept going. And I just think is, when you're doing something creative and you're trying to put yourself out there, you have to just literally keep going and stay consistent. Use social media to your advantage. Any visuals that you can promote with, just use it. Network, build relationships, find a mentor that's either in the business that you're trying to get into or just know something about it and stick around them and ask questions. Number one, start a business, pay yourself. Make sure you pay yourself, getting advice from an accountant and learning how to set that up and just going places and just getting your license, move forward and advertise and that's about it. Just keep going. It'll work out. It might not work out when you want it to work out, but it will work out.
Well, we'd like to thank you, Ms. Winter Moore, for doing this interview with us.
Yay.
And we wish Addie's baby nothing but the best.
Thank you.